Let's dive deep into something that has been bothering K-pop fans for a while now: how K-pop agencies manipulate us for profit. It's no secret that K-pop is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the big players in this game know exactly how to turn our love for idols into a lucrative business. But the extent to which they go to ensure every single fan dollar lands in their pockets is shocking. Let's break down how these agencies work their magic and how we, as fans, often find ourselves caught in their web of manipulation. First off, let's talk about the sheer volume of content these agencies churn out. It's relentless. From teaser photos, music video trailers, and behind-the-scenes clips to variety shows, vlogs, and reality series, the content never stops coming. This constant stream of content is no accident. Agencies have perfected the art of keeping fans engaged, ensuring there's always something new to consume. But why do they do this? Because the more content they release, the more invested we become. And when we're invested, we spend money, whether it's on albums, concert tickets, or exclusive merchandise. But let's get specific. Take the example of album releases. Gone are the days when an album was just that, an album. Now, we're talking multiple versions of the same album, each with different covers, photo books, posters, and of course, those coveted photo cards. Agencies know that fans are collectors by nature. They've tapped into this desire to complete sets, knowing full well that many fans won't be satisfied with just one version. This tactic turns a single album purchase into multiple purchases as fans scramble to get their hands on every version. And if you think this is just a harmless way to enjoy more content, think again. It's a calculated move designed to maximize profits at the expense of fans. Speaking of photo cards, let's not overlook how these tiny pieces of paper have become a massive cash cow for agencies. Photo cards have evolved from being simple album inclusions to being a key factor in why fans buy multiple copies of the same album. The randomized nature of photo cards means that fans often end up buying several albums just to get the card of their favorite member. And if they don't, they're off to the resale market, where rare photo cards can fetch exorbitant prices. Agencies have effectively turned a cheap-to-produce item into a must-have collectible, knowing that fans will go to great lengths to complete their collections. Now, let's discuss fan engagement, or should we say fan exploitation. K-pop agencies are masters at making fans feel like they're part of something exclusive and special. They do this by creating events like fan signs, high-touch events, and meet and greets. But here's the catch: you can't just walk into these events. Access usually requires buying a certain number of albums or merchandise, often to the point where fans are purchasing far more than they actually need or want. These events are designed to play on our emotions, making us feel like the more we spend, the closer we get to our idols. But what's really happening is that agencies are turning our emotional investment into a revenue stream. And then there's the endless stream of merchandise. Light sticks, concert goods, clothing lines, phone cases, you name it, they sell it. But it doesn't stop at the basics. Agencies have tapped into the trend of limited edition merch, knowing that the fear of missing out, FOMO, will drive fans to make impulsive purchases. The result? Fans end up buying items they don't really need, just because they don't want to miss out on something exclusive. It's a brilliant marketing tactic, but it's also a clear example of how agencies manipulate our buying habits for their own gain. Let's also talk about digital content. K-pop agencies have recognized the potential of paid content and have fully capitalized on it. Whether it's behind-the-scenes footage, exclusive live streams, or even virtual concerts, fans are now expected to pay for content that was once free or part of a regular package. This shift towards paywalled content has created a new revenue stream for agencies, one that relies on the global fanbase's hunger for more. But here's the thing: this content often feels like something that should be free. By putting it behind a paywall, agencies ensure that only those who are willing to shell out extra cash get to enjoy it, further deepening the divide between casual fans and hardcore stans. And what about the emotional manipulation? Agencies are well aware of the parasocial relationships fans develop with idols. They know that fans don't just see idols as celebrities, they see them as friends, role models, and even family. This emotional connection is powerful, and agencies exploit it to the fullest. They create scenarios where fans feel personally responsible for their idol's success. Whether it's buying an album to help them chart, streaming endlessly to break records, or voting in endless online polls, fans are made to feel like their financial contribution is directly tied to their idol's well-being. It's emotional blackmail, plain and simple. Another tactic agencies use is the strategic release of limited-time offers. Whether it's a flash sale on concert tickets, a surprise drop of limited edition merch, or an exclusive fan event with a deadline to enter, these tactics create a sense of urgency. Fans are pressured to act quickly, often without taking the time to consider if they really need or want what's being offered. This is classic scarcity marketing, and it's incredibly effective. By creating a sense of urgency, agencies can drive immediate sales, boosting their profits with minimal effort. But the manipulation doesn't stop at the point of sale. K-pop agencies are also experts at creating narratives that keep fans engaged over the long term. They craft elaborate storylines for their groups, complete with concept changes, character arcs, and even fictional universes. These narratives keep fans hooked, as they eagerly follow the story from one comeback to the next. It's a smart way to ensure that fans remain emotionally invested in the group, but it's also a way to keep the money flowing. After all, each new chapter in the story means more albums, more merch, and more content to buy. And let's not forget about the role of social media. Agencies know that social media is a powerful tool for engaging with fans, and they use it to their advantage. They create official accounts for their idols, where they post carefully curated content designed to generate buzz and excitement. But behind the scenes, agencies are controlling every aspect of these accounts, using them as a marketing tool to promote new releases, merchandise, and events. It's all part of the larger strategy to keep fans engaged and spending. Now, you might be thinking, isn't this just how businesses work? And yes, to some extent, that's true. But what sets K-pop agencies apart is the sheer scale and intensity of their tactics. They're not just selling products, they're selling emotions, relationships, and experiences. They've turned fandom into a business model, one that's designed to extract as much money as possible from fans while giving as little as possible in return. So what's the impact of all this on us, the fans? For one, it can lead to financial strain. The pressure to keep up with every release, buy every version, and attend every event can take a toll on our wallets. But beyond that, there's the emotional toll. When our love for idols is constantly being monetized, it can start to feel less like genuine support and more like a transaction. And that can lead to feelings of disillusionment and burnout. So, what can we do about it? The first step is awareness. By recognizing the tactics that agencies use to manipulate us, we can make more informed decisions about how we spend our money. Support your idols, but don't let agencies exploit your love for profit. Be mindful of how much you're spending and why. Remember that you don't have to buy every version, attend every event, or participate in every promotion to be a true fan. Your support is valuable, but it's important to set boundaries. We also need to start holding agencies accountable. As fans, we have more power than we realize. By speaking out against unfair practices, demanding better treatment of idols, and supporting ethical businesses, we can push for change in the industry. It's not easy, and it won't happen overnight, but it's a step in the right direction. And finally, let's not forget why we became fans in the first place. It wasn't because of the merch, the events, or the photo cards. It was because of the music, the talent, and the connection we felt with the idols. Let's focus on that, and let's make sure that our love for K-pop isn't just another revenue stream for the agencies, but something that brings us joy and connection. So, what do you think? Are K-pop agencies crossing the line, or is this just the price we pay for being part of the fandom? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of K-pop. Let's keep the conversation going, and let's make sure that our love for K-pop stays true to what it's really about, celebrating the music, the artistry, and the idols who inspire us every day.